This video is not for kids. Go do your homework.
Hey everybody, we're just gonna do kind of a casual intro today because I'm still trying to figure out like how I want to do my lighting setup and everything because I'm filming in the dead of winter and it's pitch black outside even though it's not even dinner time yet. So I'm still working on that and we'll kind of make some improvements as we go. But for now, I think things are starting to look a little bit better. I'm trying to improve the quality of everything. I really appreciate everybody that's like following me along on this journey. It's been really fun and I can't wait to keep going. Today, I've got a really exciting mail haul for you guys. I got a ton of new stuff in the mail, but first I actually have a question, and that is, do you like knowing what I spend on all the stuff that I'm buying? I know that money can be kind of a sensitive topic, and I certainly don't want to like spoil the fun for everybody or make it sound like I'm super wealthy. So yeah, I'm really curious about your thoughts on that, because if you don't want me to tell you what all this stuff costs, I will obviously stop doing it. But I think it's kind of fun to sort of know what things are worth and yeah, that's just kind of like part of collecting, for me anyway, is kind of keeping an eye on what things are going to cost me if I want them in the future. But yeah, I should also preface this with, I sort of have a one in, one out rule. So generally when I buy something, I've already sold something that's already in my collection, or I'm planning to sell something that, you know, is going to be replaced. So I'm not just spending like $10,000 a month on American Girl stuff and just gradually making a collection that's worth, you know, $250,000. I'm generally selling things as I'm buying them. And I would say I've probably spent all the money I'm going to spend on my collection. And so no new money is going into it. If I buy something, I'm selling something I already have. So it's been like a long process of doing like upgrades on things, trying to find things that are older versions of things, better quality. So yeah, that's why I'm buying so many things all the time, because I'm just constantly replacing things. So that explains why when you see a thumbnail that says, I spent $2,000 on American Girl stuff this week, it's because I just sold a bunch of stuff in my collection and I found some new things that I wanted to get my hands on. But anyway, yeah, definitely let me know what you think. Again, I want this to be a fun channel and I don't want it to be stressful for anybody. So if the money topic is sensitive, we'll stop talking about it and we'll just focus on the doll stuff. But I really want to know your opinion. So just let me know down there in the comments. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the video because I can't wait to show you some of the stuff I got this week. We got a few more rare things and they're going to be kind of fun to talk about. So let's head upstairs and look at them in the nice lights. First are these lace-up boots for Addy. These are going to be a great replacement because the ones I currently have red stains on them. They go with her summer story outfit and it's one of my favorite outfits of hers actually. These aren't in perfect condition either, but at least they're an upgrade. Plus, it feels like there's like a million months left until summer, so I've got some time to find some even better ones. Next is Molly's Route 66 hat. I got the dress in my previous haul, and while I already had the hat, this one was kind of cheap and I wanted to see if it was in better shape than the one I already have. It's not. But I did manage to get my Romina doll dressed up in the full outfit, and I think she looks kind of cute. I know her eye has some really advanced silvering, but weirdly I kind of like it. I still plan to replace her eyes, but for now, I think she looks pretty cute. Okay, so I didn't do this on purpose, but I got 2 of the Addy prototype dress in 1 week. The first one I got came with a pair of bloomers, but they're just Addy's regular bloomers. Then seriously, like the next day, a former Pleasant Company employee listed her original unused set on eBay, and it had the prototype version of the bloomers. I cannot believe I finally got my hands on these. Look at the trim on the bottom. It has these little flowers in each scallop. I think these are so cool. And even though it's a subtle difference, it's kind of fun to have something that's as rare as this is. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to put these on my Addy doll though. They're in mint unused condition and it almost feels like sacrilege to stretch the elastic. I gotta figure out how to display this though, because I hate leaving stuff in boxes just so I can put a check mark on my collector's checklist. So I need to figure out a cute way to display this if I'm not going to put it on the doll. But I do love that checklist. So yeah, now I have 3 of this dress and I really only need 1, so I think it's time to sell 2 of them. I don't think many people get excited about this one, but I got a mint, we'll call this 2nd edition keepsake book set. These books are first editions, but the true first edition keepsake sets actually hold 9 books. The original keepsake boxes held every book for all 3 girls. So yeah, I consider this 2nd edition even though the spines are unnumbered. This one's in mint condition though, so it's going to replace the one that I have on display with my main Samantha doll. I love these keepsake boxes. I think they're so elegant looking, and as someone who only had the books and catalogs as a child, these really do make me feel young again, and they're an important part of my collection. Alright, and next up are the dolls. I'm pretty deep in my obsession right now, so I only go a few days without buying a doll, but I kind of tell myself it's okay because I usually sell multiple dolls a week anyway, so I kind of have a one in, one out rule. I haven't exactly been following it lately, so it's getting a little bit overcrowded in here, but nevertheless, I got 4 dolls this week, so let's have a look at them. First is this transitional Samantha. She was made in 1991 most likely, like right after they started making the dolls with tan torsos instead of white. So I guess no farmer's tan for this little orphan. I should call her Little Orphan Tanny. But her head and limbs are pretty much the same parts as the early 90s white body dolls made by Pleasant Company, so when she's clothed, she could be mistaken for a white-bodied Samantha. I got this doll as a part of a lot, and I don't think I'm going to keep her, so I'm just going to run a brush through her hair and see if anybody wants to buy her. When I was still in the beginning stages of building my collection, this is probably a doll that I would have loved to have had, but I've just spent so much time now refining things down and trying to get the earliest dolls I can. I really don't have that much space for them anymore, so if I'm going to keep a doll, she needs to be top tier. Next, I have what's called a big tooth Kirsten. You can see here that her teeth are larger than the standard size American Girl doll, so this would put her at 1986 or very early 1987. I'm leaning a little bit more towards 1987 just because she has a few features that I think maybe came a little bit later. Because her eyelashes are a little bit closer to the length of a 1987 doll, and her neck stamp is a stamp that I typically see more in 1987 than 1986. She's what other collectors would call well-loved, but I don't think if I love someone, I'd cut their hair to look like that. I won't decide if I'm going to keep her until after I rehab her, but it's unlikely I'll keep her since I already have one that's really similar to her, but she's in a lot better condition. I'm going to be getting more serious about rehabbing and reselling dolls to help offset my shopping addiction, and she's a good candidate for that. She's quite a valuable doll if she's fixed up nicely, so I'm going to spend some time on her because I think she's worth it. And I got another really awesome Gotz doll this week too. If you look closely, you can see that her dress fabric is the exact match to Samantha's meat outfit. If you don't know, Gotz is the German doll company that manufactured the Pleasant Company dolls until the late 90s. My guess is that she was made within a couple of years before Samantha was launched, so it's really cool to have a prototype like this that came out of the factory that made the Pleasant Company dolls. I'm currently trying to dig up as much accurate information about this doll as possible, so if you know anything that I don't, please leave me a comment. I actually had the outfit already, but I really wanted the original doll that came with it because I think it's going to look super cool on display. I know this isn't the most popular Gotz face sculpt, but you know what? She's actually kind of growing on me. And just a quick note, if you find this doll out in the wild, just note that the dress on her doesn't actually fit a Pleasant Company doll. These dolls are actually a little bit bigger. I think they were somewhere around 20 or 21 inches. So if you wanted to put this dress on a Pleasant Company doll, which I actually have done before, I'll insert a clip here so you can see it because I'm actually kind of proud of this doll. This is one of my favorite ones. This is what I call my good Romina. She's in really excellent shape, and she's one of the prototype dolls that I talked about in my last video. But if you want to put this dress on a doll that's a Pleasant Company doll size, you have to do a lot of pinning in the back to kind of make it fit because this dress is actually quite large on a Pleasant Company doll. So that's why you see like 10,000 bobby pins in the back of this dress. I think I'm going to do something more in depth with this doll in another video, so this is probably not the last time you'll see her. And the last thing I got is another 1986 Samantha with amber eyes. She's the reason the haul this week was so expensive, so yeah, she kind of broke the bank a bit. She actually came with her original box, which is super exciting because most of these got destroyed over the years. You can see here that the product code is hand stamped in red ink on the box, and that's how we know this is a 1986 doll. Well, that's not the only way we know it's a 1986 doll. There are a lot of other clues, but this is how we know this is her original box, and that's pretty cool. Another really awesome thing is the sticker that they originally put on the doll's hands when they boxed them up was actually still in the box. It was no longer stuck to her hand, but this is definitely what this is. These are almost impossible to find now, so I was really stoked when I saw this. I'm only going to give you a quick look at her because I've got a full unboxing video with her where we actually can take our time to appreciate her. I'll put a link in the video description so you can watch it. It's super fun, especially if you haven't seen a 1986 Samantha up close before. So hopefully you'll join me there. And that's everything I got this week. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it if you've made it all the way to the end. And if you have, that means you're a cool person, and cool people subscribe to my channel. So I think you should hit the subscribe button and maybe even hit the like button too. I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing, so it's like a little bit funny to me to ask for people to like and subscribe. It's like a little awkward, but yeah, I'm a YouTuber now. I guess this is what my people do. So anyway, thanks again. I've got some more videos, so if you want to click over on the recommended video here, I would love to keep hanging out with you. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye for now.